All right, so I'm tempting to do the valvetronic motor. Hopefully it's just the motor. I already took off the brace, the plastics, took out the coil packs, the charge pipes. I'm probably not gonna do all this, take this off, because I don't wanna have to re-bleed the system. So I'm probably gonna just loosen it from the J pipe and like kind of tilt it up and maybe put something here to hold it so I can get to those fuel rail bolts. And I have this shield here. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's a shield to keep the hot side of the turbo from melting the valve cover gasket and the valve cover. So hopefully if I take that off, maybe I'll be able to get to the valve cover the valve cover bolts. And if that's not the case, I might have to take the hot side off and move that down pipe. But we'll see. Started, I took this off already. Just a flathead screwdriver. Charge coolers off. 2/17 for the fuel rail is off. Two 11mm, one here, one here. T25s, two of these, one here, one there. Then I'm gonna start here with the injectors. These are 14s, and there's 6 of those, so I'm gonna start there. So now, got the harness off, got the injectors disconnected, the harness on the injector is disconnected. Now I'm gonna get the 4 bolts on the back of this fuel rail, and then I'll take off this shield, and then I can take off this valvetronic sensor, and then I think I should be okay with taking off the valve cover if I can get to all the bolts. I'm attempting this without having to move this turbo. So took the fuel rail off. It's 4 11mm, and it's a little bit tricky when you have a port injection because the plate pushes the manifold out. So it kind of has to go, the bolt kind of like stays under this. So it like backs up and it hits this lip. So you gotta try to like wiggle it out. That's just one of the things that I saw that was kind of hard to get. So if you don't have a port injection plate, it'll be closer, and then the bolt would probably hang out more out of this. So you won't have to like hit it and mess this up. But I think I'm gonna just file it down a little bit just so it can clear easier. Only for people with port injection plate. These two are the E6s. Took those out. Now, taking off this shield, and then I'm taking off the cover, the valve cover. All right, valvetronic motor is out. To prove everyone's point, you can take it off the valve cover without taking off the actual turbo. I did it just taking off the housing. And that was it. It wasn't bad. My boy Chris gave me a little breakdown of how it goes. Shout out to you. These are the gears. I mean, they look a little like worn, like they've been touching, but I don't see any like chips or anything like that. So I think I'm good as far as that's concerned. I don't see any like chips or anything like that. But now I just gotta wait for my new one to come in the mail. Shout out to my girl too, she helped out. I also took out the O2 sensor, but that was no big deal. But when you're putting it back together, just do the steps in reverse. I mean, it wasn't hard. I thought it was gonna be hard, but then I started hearing these prices to do this, $1,000, $1,500 to do this. I'm like, I'm mechanically inclined. I think I can tackle this. I didn't want to because I thought I had to take off the turbo, and people were saying, "Hey, you gotta take off the turbo. It's a lot of work," but it's not. So if you ever think about doing this job and you're somewhat mechanically inclined, you can do it.